this. Not everybody is. We letting God use us to the people who it will get into the hearts and to the minds.
And it ain't meant for everybody.
It's not meant for everybody.
It's for God's children, people who going to truly serve Him. This is what this message is meant for. You're supposed to turn around and you look around at your life today. Not even 5 years or 10 years ago. Just go back and see how your life is today. And see the things that they doing and what they saying to you. And constantly lying to you. And you buy right into it. They setting you up for self-destruction. This is the only thing that I have to say to you. That's why I'm glad I got my special guest right here. To shed light for you guys.
Thank you, Jesus.
Don't you think so, Stephen?
Yes, sir. I mean, let me give you an example of how we're so caught up in entertainment. I mean, us as mankind. Because don't get me wrong, I used to be caught up in entertainment too.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Don't get
I
me
still
wrong.
like some entertainment.
Yeah. Some stuff is entertaining, but this is how caught up people are. I watch a guy that's also he's very powerful, man. He's on YouTube as well. His name is the Forerunner Chronicles. He always say the truth is the truth. I really like that guy.
I like him too already.
He's really good. And he did this experiment that he went out and told the people, this is how much I want to show you how people are caught up in entertainment. He went to a few people and said, hey, I'm gonna ask you 2 questions. Mm-hmm. If you answer these 2 questions right, I'll give you all the money in my pocket. People said, okay, cool, let's do it. So the first one he said, you know the rapper named Gucci Mane, right? Mm-hmm. And he said, what's his newest tattoo? And people were saying, oh, he got the ice cream on his right side of his cheek, and with ice cream, 3 scoops. They was naming how many scoops. You might as well name the flavors if they knew the detail of it. Oh, yeah. And he got it to say "bird" on it, right? Mm-hmm. That's something that's, one of the things he said, one of his little things he said. And everybody was named. They were saying, oh, yeah, the ice cream and everything like that. He said, okay, you're correct. Then he asked him, he said, what's the 4th commandment in the Bible? And people were saying, and he asked over 200 people, and only a small percentage of them, I think he said around 10 or 13 of them, I don't know, I'm just guessing the number, but those small people were atheists, didn't even believe in God, so they didn't even know. But the rest of them proclaimed as Christians. And that, God is number one in their life. How could you not know the 4th commandment, which is keep the Sabbath day holy? How could you know what tattoo a man has, his newest tattoo, and you don't know the 4th commandment of the Bible, and you supposed to be serving Christ and God's number one in your life? Mm-hmm. Where's that scale just doesn't add up. What are you spending more time in? You spending more time in entertainment or more time in God?
That's the whole idea, though. That's what Satan wants.
He's doing his job.
Correct. But it's our job to go out and educate folks. Not only educate them, and we got to keep seeking Him too. But we ain't perfect.
That's right.
And I'm not sitting here to claim to be perfect.
That's right.
But we need to get ourselves in order for when Christ do come back, because Satan is here. And because you don't see him in the present, but you can see his work. You can see his work. Mm-hmm. If you truly serving God, He will show it to you. So I'm saying to all the Christians once again, and people who are true children of God, wake up. Wake up. It ain't about you looking pretty, going to church every Sunday, and you think you're going to heaven. If you're not living according to what God tells you to live, it's not going to happen. It ain't my job to judge anybody. I'm not here to judge. I'm talking as well as myself too.
Yes, sir.
And I'm glad I have my brother here with me.
It feels good to be here. It feels good to have a conversation with your fellow brother. And we talking about something positive. Something that has purpose and meaning to life, rather than, hey man, what about that girl we saw, blah blah blah, or how your pockets looking, man, or we just talking about basic typical things men waste their whole life talking about.
True, but what you just got to saying about what about this girl? Remember, my wife is a camera woman. I have to live at home.
That's right. We don't want to mess up no happy home.
Yeah,
we don't want to mess up no happy home.
No, sir. That's the girl I saw. With Michelle Obama. That's the girl I saw.
Nah, it's a lovely thing. It's a lovely thing. It's good. As men, we have to come together and get our families prepared. Mm-hmm. You know, a lot of the knowledge that we are receiving and getting to understand, we have to also let our wives know and our kids know, and we have to make sure that they're ready for this thing, because we know Satan's attacking the youth. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm 26 years old, my generation is still going on, but they're attacking the younger generation, the small kids. They already putting those, I don't want to get off subject, but they already putting those RFID chips.
Oh yeah.
That, you know,
especially in Germany.
AKA Mark of the Beast.
Oh yeah. Especially in Germany, they have that, and we will have some of that on at the end of our show. Show you the chips that we're telling you about.
That's right.
It's not actually popular here just yet, but in Germany it's live and kicking, and it sure would be over here as soon as you can blink your eye. Believe that. It's coming.
It's already, you can already smell the fumes already hitting Los Angeles. I mean, the United States, I want to say, because in Texas, they already getting the kids used to putting the chips in their ID cards. Correct. So they have to wear those ID cards. And don't get me wrong, it's a nice camouflage is what I want to say.
Correct.
They have a good purpose for it, but you got to understand what it's representing and what they're getting the kids used to seeing as they grow up.
When you say a good purpose for it, I think they put selling it.
Yeah, as a good purpose.
Yeah,
yeah.
But they got bad intentions.
All bad intentions. It's all bad intentions, but it's to look good in your eyesight.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's to look good because they're using them to track the kids. Schools don't get paid unless kids show up to school.
Correct.
So they want to know where the kids are. Then you have to understand that if someone gets kidnapped, they know they can track the chip. You know, you can find them. It's, you know what I mean, through just looking at it plain sight. It's great. Who wouldn't want something like that? Yeah, give my child that. But if you look at the aspect and the depth and the root of why they're doing this, is because they're getting the kids ready for when they put that chip on the back of that right hand or on that forehead. We know that's that mark of the beast. And that's what they're getting used to. See, when we was growing up, we was always used to the cash. The cash, you know, we have cash, you pay for cash.
Correct.
Then they got us used to this debit card. Now we can't go nowhere without the debit card.
They really don't want to accept cash anymore.
Of course they don't, because they can't control it.
That's right, but not only that, they getting you ready to set you up for that chip.
That's right, that's right.
They getting you used to not having money.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty soon you'll be able to go to work, not even have to punch in, because they'll scan you when you come through the door.
That's right. You right about that. You right about that.
You wouldn't have to need money to walk in the store. You just pick up what you want and walk right out. Right now, today in Germany, they doing that. And we'll show y'all some video footage of that too.
That's very deep stuff, and all that stuff is intact. You know what I mean? All that stuff branches into the devil and part of the Illuminati. All them cats, they know exactly what they're doing.
But our churches need to get the people in order too. I am so disappointed. The churches out there need to start telling people, and not only telling them, tell them to get closer to God.
That's right.
You know, it ain't about the finest card that you wear. It's not about prosperity. There's a lot of that going on in the church, and I know people don't like talking about it, but I will talk about it. It ain't about that. It's about getting closer to God, getting people's soul in order, because this is no time to keep lollygagging around. And, you know, and it's coming from the bottom of my heart. You know, I care so much about folks getting their soul saved, including myself. This is what God's children need to do. And I thank God for this avenue for we can reach out to people that we never could have done before.
Exactly.
So sometimes these gadgets do work in your favor.
You're right about that. And it's coming to a point to where we have to hurry and get it out before they start controlling the internet.
Oh,
the internet won't be as free as people think it will always remain.
Yeah, because they're going to say we run our mouth too much.
That's right. That's right. And
that's all right.
And one thing about the devil is that he wants to kill off what he can't control.
Correct.
You see, if I'm all about Christ, he know he can't defeat that type of power. He know that God lives within me, that Holy Spirit lives within me, and that he can't control that. So what he tries to do, pump me with fear. If he can get the fear to come within me, then he can control me. But if I have no weakness against that fear, he can't control me. So therefore, if I can't control certain people who are all about Christ, what I got to do, I got to shut them up.
That's correct. And not only that, I got a lot of, say something to a lot of Christians out there and people who claiming that they believe in God. How can you believe in God and you have so much fear in men? How? What's the worst thing a man can do to you? Take your life, but can't take your soul. That's the whole thing. Don't be afraid of what man can do. You better be afraid what God can do to you.
That's right.
So like I said before, some people might not like this. Well, that's tough.
We're not here to please men.
That's correct. We're not here to please men. We're trying to get ourselves in order, and we want you to get in order too. We'll be right back. We'll take another commercial break.